Hello, y'all, and happy Easter for those of you who believe, and for those of you who don't. I hope you're having a good day anyway. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and we are here for another Sunday, another any given Sunday. Because on any given Sunday, you can win or lose, as the old adage is. But yeah. This stream is just designed to make you kind of think, and more importantly, for a lot of you Bible thumpers out there that might take a little offense to what I'm about to say. I'm gonna sum it up in this one little statement right here. This is satire, so calm the fuck down. Let's just go ahead and get that one out the way. So, as you enter this stream, hit the like button, or hit the thumbs down button. And for those three people who hit the thumb down button last night after I got off the stream, here's to you.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn.
Okay, now that that's out the way, yeah. Look, the title of this stream right here is Adam, the first man ever, was also the first simp. And I will tell you how I came to this conclusion, which was today, as a matter of fact, because in a minute. But let me get some shout outs in the chat first. Yeah, we got Mr. Dane Wan. What's going on? Then we got Phil Brad. RPM, what is up? And then we have Mulatto Vanguard, says respect to you as well. And we have Toya, who is always a pleasure. So let's get to it. So, uh, you know, I had to do this. I didn't have a topic for tonight as of last night, and I told you what the topic was for tomorrow night, and hopefully that gets kind of a response. But just a little story time and a little let's cover some history. For you. Theologists and like I said, Bible thumpers and Christians, and just want to help you think about this for a second. But yeah, what you see on the screen right now is a someone who should be all too familiar to you. That is Nick Cannon taking in a rabbit suit, taking a picture with one of his baby mamas and one of his kids. So yeah, at least he got to spend time with at least one of his children this holiday. Yeah, yeah, then not only in the celebrity wing, a Happy Easter came from him. Happy Easter came from this one as well. Formerly Black China, Miss Angela White just wants y'all to all have a Happy Easter as well. And here's what I don't understand: why do people with the last name of White always want to be black something or brown or browner or some shit like that? Pun intended, by the way. Ray Hummer, the Hummer Force. What is up? What is up? So yeah, so Easter, it's Easter Sunday, and we all know that Easter Sunday is basically this giant bunny with a basket and a bow tie comes out and hides all the eggs for the kids to find. And yeah, just those eggs could contain anything. They could be actual eggs. Could be eggs with candy in them, or shoot, they could be that golden egg with that $5 bill that no child is ever able to find for some fucking reason. But hey, if you've been that lucky kid on an Easter Sunday that found the golden egg with the $1 bill or the $5 bill in it, I hope you spent it wisely and not just on a Happy Meal at McDonald's. So yeah, church is not something that I am heavily involved in, although I do believe in a higher power. I would say I believe in something that is much greater than myself. And if you believe that you're the greatest, most irresistible force in this universe, then I'll probably end up calling you somewhat delusional at the end of the day. But yeah, so many would ask, Kev, how did you come to this conclusion that Adam was the first simp? I like I said, I went to church this morning, and one thing I did notice is the one of the preachers that was at the church said something that I almost kind of got mad about because being hurry up and buy what is up. Uh, because being a part of a space such as this, and space that opens your eyes, and a collective of men that don't exactly think the same, but have similar views when it comes down to the bare bones of it. Um, I was like, this is how they keep women in tune with the church because it's their grift. If you go to church and you have a preacher that you give tithes to every Sunday, I don't want you to be offended. I mean, you might be anyway when I say it's a grift, but hey, a lot of that shit is a grift. Look at these mega church preachers. But the one thing that I understand as a black man is my objections to church goes a little deeper than that because you have this leadership telling other men to be servants, to be sheep, and I really object to being called a sheep. No grown man wants to go around having somebody call them a sheep. This space has been getting a lot of hate lately. Means you're doing something right. Yeah, exactly. You know, and then I had to think about certain things, like if you're a believer in the story of Jesus and believe that he was crucified, and he died to save our sins. The basic of why he got killed was because he was a truth teller. He told people things that they didn't want to hear. He told people things that made them feel bad about the kind of human beings that they were being. And no one likes to be regarded as someone that, needs to correct themselves, or they don't want to feel like that they're a bad person. So when you have somebody like that that's around, then they want him out. They want him gone. And if you, like I said, if you believe in the story of Jesus Christ, that's exactly what happened. Jesus was a big old truth teller, and people didn't like that. So they tried him as if he was a criminal when he brought no harm to anyone, no harm whatsoever. Sounds familiar? Yeah. So anyway, so the preacher kind of said something in the vein of this was Adam's fault when he bit into that apple. Well, I mean, bit into that forbidden fruit. It started to cause us a lot of problems and a lot of indignations, and the troubles of the world came down upon us. And with my somewhat of a black manosphere mindset, I'm sitting up here like, yeah, well, he has to appease and pander to the women. Just offer this air and this framing of the conversation like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's the man's fault that we're all in this. And you know, as far as a manager mindset, I would like for people to, when you have that mindset, to adopt some critical thinking. So I really started to think, and I was like, wow, this man might actually be correct. This might all be because of Adam. And why is that? So let's go over the story of creation. Like, yeah, I pulled up a website. Ray Hama said a must see. He put a YouTube link in the description, which I will check out momentarily. But I have to stay focused for now. So let me go ahead and put this screen share up here. And again, let me remind you to please hit that like button, and be mindful of the message that is scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. If you don't like curse words, if you don't like the involvement of the genders in the conversation, or a black man speaking out of turn, this might not be the channel for you, because that's what we're all about here. Not needing permission to speak our minds. So let me go ahead and let me go ahead and share the screen here, and um, I found a nice little website, BibleKnowledge.com, the story of Adam and Eve. And I have my feelings on that. I actually grew up Catholic, and when I tell certain people this, it's always followed up with some insults because of what them white folks did to them little boys in them other states. And what I try to tell people is, black Catholics are much different, and we kind of avoid little controversy like that. But that's used to be the first question. It's like a question that makes me want to punch a motherfucker in the face. Oh, were you touched as a little boy? No, bitch, I wasn't touched as a little boy. Fuck you and your life. That kind of thing. But the story of Adam and Eve, and why I believe that, yeah, when a man does not establish himself in somewhat of a leadership role and, you know, follow follow the bitch, per se, this is what happens. You unleashed all the troubles of humanity. Now, like I said before, this is satire, so just take this with a grain of salt. Take this interpretation with a grain of salt. Some of this is even meant to kind of entertain you. So, yeah, Adam and Eve is from the story of creation. Okay, if I remember um, correctly, let me get to some significant parts of it. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So let's skip all the parts where he created the sun, the moon, and the stars, and night and day, and created all the animals. But he needed something that he needed a being that could run all this stuff. So on the sixth day, Adam was created. You know, on the seventh day, the Lord rested and all of that. So Genesis 2:7. And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Then God plants Adam in the Garden of Eden and gives him total dominion over everything in it, including all of the fish, the birds, and every living thing that moved on the earth at that time. Let me read that again. God plants Adam in the Garden of Eden and gives him total dominion over everything in it, including all of the fish, the birds, and every living thing that moved on the earth at that time. And after a certain period of time, God then sees that it is not good that Adam continued to remain alone. So then he creates the first woman, Eve, by causing a deep sleep to fall on Adam and take out one of his ribs. Saying God literally created the first woman from the rib of Adam. God meant for Eve to be a helper. Yep. So for those women that sit up there and want to thump the Bible and say all this stuff about we're supposed to be what God intended us to be, and that's why you can't. This is what we have to do in order to be leaders and be able to lead them. This is what you were made for, woman. I'm sorry, I know it's 2023, but if you're gonna be about that God life, you can't half-ass it. So God literally creates the first woman from the rib of Adam. God meant for Eve to be a helper comparable to him, and then he tells both of them to be fruitful and multiply and to fill the earth and subdue it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so that's kind of a funny thing that you should say that because if that's the case, Adam and Eve were the only people that weren't related. So if they were to fill the earth, that's a lot of fucking. So for others to reproduce, who would they be reproducing with? They brothers and sisters? Like, wow, you gotta understand, like This is why you have, people who and believers in science believe that, that there had to been other people someplace else, because there's no way that could have happened like that. And for in today's world, if you reproduce with someone that you're blood related to, there's going to be some real deal problems. But hey, can't question God. So so here we go. And they said in Genesis 2:21, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in his place. That sounds like surgery to me. Then the rib which the Lord God has taken from the man, he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. Again, both of these accounts show that both Adam and Eve were created by God and did not evolve from any kind of evolutionary process or any kind of primates. Okay, so they're just trying to debunk, I guess, Darwinism or whatever. So let's get to the let me see. There's one part that I read, the crucial part to this narrative. After God perfectly sets the above stage for Adam and Eve and literally gives them everything under the sun, he tells them there is now one thing they cannot do. He specifically tells them they can eat of every single tree that is in this garden, with the exception of one little tree. This one tree was called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Hmm. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Because when Adam and Eve were created, they were innocent like children. They didn't know anything too much. I guess they were just kind of happy to be there, and they frolic about and they played and discovered themselves, and and whatever. So again, it states he tells them that they can literally eat from every other tree that is in this garden. So let me get to the part that I read earlier. Okay, I just kind of skimmed through this article before I went on the air. So yeah, they said, let's see. Oh, here's the part. He allowed Satan himself to be able to roam in this garden, and in the form of a serpent, knowing full well that Satan would try and tempt them to disobey his direct command not to eat any fruit off this one forbidden tree. That kind of sounds like, when your parents tell you not to do something, or, don't do this. You can do this, and this, but you can't do this. And, it sparks curiosity. So God sits back. So it's as if God set them up and he knew they were going to mess up anyway. And, which presents another contradiction. We say that God is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, but he's trying to sit back and watch what will happen. He knew this was going to happen. So God sits back and watch this scenario unfold. Will Adam and Eve listen to and abide by God's direct command not to eat any fruit off this one tree? Or are they going to allow themselves to be duped and played by the devil? Hmm. So here's where it gets dicey. After Eve trespasses and eats some of the fruit off of this forbidden tree, she then turns to Adam and convinces him to do the same thing, which, it seems as if the devil can easily approach women and say, hey, you know what? This is some good shit. Why are you listening to God? You can be strong and independent. Yeah, that fruit over there, that fruit on that tree is better than all of the other fruit. But God literally said, I can eat everything. Aren't you curious? But of course, she can't go down by himself. I mean, she can't go down by herself, you know, because that's just how it is. So before they had eaten off this forbidden tree, the Bible tells us that they were literally allowed to run naked in this garden. They had no shame in doing this, as they were innocent and pure as little children, until they had transgressed by eating off this one forbidden tree. They had no sin in their lives. When they ate off the forbidden tree, they had committed their first sin against God. And what happened after they did? The Bible tells us that their eyes were opened and they knew that they were naked. Then they proceeded to sew fig leaves together so they could cover their nakedness. Hmm. There was one part. Let me see. It was one part that I wanted to read, but that basically that. Let me see. Okay, just bear with me. Just bear with me because I want to say that Eve was the one that told Adam, saying, hey, we can, let's try this fruit. She had already eaten the fruit. And he was like, well, I don't know. And, I don't know. God told us not to do this. And Eve was like, no, 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 let's do this. I don't want to be by myself in all this. Hmm. Let me see. See if I can find that part. So y'all won't think that I'm just trying to. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's one. As we all know, they eventually fell for Satan's lies and deception. Satan first targets Eve, telling her that she will be like God if she eats the fruit off this one forbidden tree. He tells her that she will have God's knowledge of good and evil if she partakes in it. Already, the woman is seeking greater power after she was created. Mm, yeah. So, now here it is. After Eve trespasses and eats some of the fruit off of this forbidden tree, she then turns to Adam and convinces him to do the same thing. How was she able to convince Adam to do this? Adam then proceeds to eat some of the same fruit, and once both of them have eaten off this tree, an amazing thing then happened. Yeah, see, guys, Eve could have been by her damn self in all this, but no, gotta follow behind the woman and gotta fuck yourselves up. How many times does this happen in present day? Instead of trusting your own leadership and your own instincts, you turn to a woman instead and seek her validation and approval. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and do this one thing that this almighty, omniscient, omnipotent, powerful being told us not to do. Told him literally you could have everything else. This man right here that he made to rule over the fish and the birds and everything on this planet threw all of that away for a woman. Eve must have been finer than a motherfucker. And because of that, they became mortal. They became of this world. And all because Adam could not put his foot down. Now, whether you want to take my take on this or not, it is what it is. That's how the story of Adam and Eve goes. So the question is, like I posed, well, in the title, was Adam a simp for all this? The ruler of all the earth, all the fish, the birds, the land, sea, and the air, as appointed by God, throwing that all away for a woman. What do y'all think in the comments? Am I really reaching here? And I mean, all the troubles of the world came behind that. Since Eve ruled everything, they bore two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel out of outright jealousy. I'm sure somebody looked at Cain sooner or later and say, "Who raised this dude?" Shoot, yeah. Simp, really adamant said, "JT Devereaux, you're not too happy about this." Simp, Adam is a simp now. Yeah, if you give up your power just because a woman said so, yeah, kinda. Kinda. Like, look at that. That snake over there told me to do this. Hey, you know what? God didn't tell me about this snake. Like, why the fuck should we listen? No, go ahead, eat this forbidden fruit. Shoot, roguish, what is going on? Ray Harmer, funny, I'm listening to your sermon while drinking. Oh, you consider this a sermon? He said, devils have to eat too. Said, what was Satan permitted to eat within the garden? Satan, well, according to that, Satan appeared in the form of a serpent. So that really tells me that Satan was a shapeshifter. You know, the holy mice of some of the holy finches. Oh yes, Easter, the holy bunny. Ray Hummer said, "I think this is why a lot of men are willing to die a fool's death for a treacherous creature." Yeah, when you really think about it, if any woman comes to you and is distressed and say this is the cause of it, and she comes to you as you are a man, you are going to try to do everything you can to fix that situation, even if she's wrong, depending on how you feel about her. Like, would if Adam had known what he was giving up, would he have listened to Eve? He was there first. She should have been listening to him. How did all this happen? How did Adam get this mindset to where, hey, you know what? I can disobey God for this woman right here, the first woman ever, supposedly. Supposedly. How? How do you give up all of that? You got the entire earth, and you had to eat that one little fruit right there. I think what happens is that, yeah, when something, like I said, is something strange to us. I would say, even like, I could compare it to, I would say, drug use. Like, I would say earlier in my life, like how my parents told me to stay away from certain things like weed, and I ended up trying it anyway because I was curious. Kind of in that vein, you kind of rebel against your parents, even though your parents uh look out for your best interest. You act like all of a sudden that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just think about it. They don't know what they're talking about. You just, I'll be just fine. And then the next thing you know, you become mortal. Adam and Eve was supposed to be immortal, which means that, hey, if they didn't eat off this fruit, did eat this forbidden fruit, the earth would probably be looking different today. If you are a believer in that, of course. Not to say that, not to say that, it's not true, it's false. There's a lot of holes in the story, and there's a lot. This is what my belief is about the Bible, is that if they hid some things. So, yeah. So, okay, this man who was bigger, tougher, stronger broke down for some pussy. And yet we are here today. And we all know that, sometime later, sometime later, due to the evils and imperfections of man, they killed God's only son, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Which brought us to, the daylight today, that killed God's only son, and then he rose back again in 3 days. And just man, just for some reason looks like the biggest fool whenever any of this stuff comes into play. Like, this is man's first L. This is man's first L. Yeah. Shoot. So what are we dealing with today? You're dealing with a bunch of men right now that are totally not only afraid of women, they deep down in their whole psychology, they don't know why they're afraid. They don't know why. They don't know why. Man, in the very beginning, gave up his power. And you keep seeing examples of that over and over and over and over again, even throughout biblical history. Men simping for women, men giving up their dignity for women. Look at King David. You know, he had love for Bathsheba, but she was in love with someone else in David's army. You know, the same David that killed Goliath. So he sent him to the front line to get killed so he can have her. Shoot. But you know, I'm not gonna get too much on this spiritual stuff. I'm just gonna get on like just get on like what I see today as a result. Is like, you know, if the first man did that, if the first man simped out like that, imagine what the 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 30th billionth man did. Pretty sure that the number is great. You know, I mean, what serial number from God that you got on you? Yeah. And now today you got all this little simping going on. You got all these men that are willing to cut off their right leg so they can get approval from women. And that will scold and admonish other brothers from not doing the same thing. You know, you got some pro. He said King David was the ultimate dirty Mac. He sure was. Sure was, Rogush. Damn right. Shoot. Now you got all these examples, and you know what? Was it because of Adam as to why men can't get it together? Was it because of Adam, or um, maybe just maybe since we can identify the problem now, do we have a chance to solve it? Excuse me. Or are we going to turn to some foolish woman and wait for permission first, or get the go ahead? Get the go ahead to just give up everything. And I'm saying that's a pretty powerful thing that God put on this planet. Because for God to create a woman like that and to have and for her to have such a strong and powerful influence over man, which you know a lot of women still display today, this could explain a lot of things. This could explain why, you know, lots women get a lot more support in the black manosphere than men do. All because of this old ass story. Maybe we were doomed from the start as men to be this way instead of being rulers and leaders and conquerors that no matter how powerful we are to each other, we become servile. Men could have had power beyond understanding if Adam said, Lord Father, it was her dumb ass that ate the fruit. For I didn't want to smell the fruit. I chose faithfulness, your grace. Hmm. Facts. Mulatto Vanguard. Obsidian is the manosphere goat right now. Uh, okay. I mean, as far as Obsidian goes, one thing that, you know, a lot of people are hopping on Obsidian right now, and I don't exactly agree with a lot of the things that he is saying and the way that he is going about certain things. And everybody's jumping on his head, calling him a coon, saying that he's defending, you know, modern day female Jesus, woke Jesus, as I like to call her. I mean, but here's a lot of what people don't think about how much they've insulted Obsidian in the past. Like, you know, well, why is it? And these are men that's doing this. Why is it that I have to all of a sudden be on your side after all of the insults? And I get it. I will support a black person over a white person in a heartbeat. That's just who I am. And if a white person supports a white person over a black person, I don't blame them because they got one thing that's called code, and we should have that same thing. If Adam didn't eat the fruit, he and every other man would still catch hell from women because Adam snitching on Eve. Yeah. Southpaw 2K1, what's going on? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You ain't shit. You a weak ass dude. Shoot, how could these men don't have our backs? We're alone in this world. Nobody like us. I suspect one of the main issues to be that most black men were subconsciously efforting to establish worth as competitor of women with our manhood, but never thought as need of reinforcement of such with black women. As competitor of white men with our manhood. Okay, did you mean that? Simps in the manosphere caping for Shay Sade, nothing but simps. Uh yeah, and that's what I don't get. Pearl comes into the space. And I've said what I've said about Pearl. No, no, no. There's no way a white woman should be leading black men. That is just some petty ass shit that a lot of black people are pulling on. That's within the space and local to the space. Shoot, don't no white woman lead me. In fact, don't no woman lead me. Period. If that's something that's impossible for you to think about, then hey, that's just gonna be on you. But, mm, but it is like motherfuckers like they act like they want to forget how much simping these dudes have already been doing. Shit. Hell, sometimes people just sometimes people are just not gonna have anything but complaints anyway. They always got something to complain about. They're never satisfied with anything. Just like Adam and Eve weren't satisfied with having every other fucking thing on the earth except for that one except for that one little tree. People are never satisfied. If you really read into the story of creation and the story of Adam and Eve, the first two humans, you will find that a lot of their thought process and behavior is very commonplace within us today. We're never satisfied and we don't want to listen to authority. What if you have a UFC fight and the black fighter is an a-hole that treats his fans like crap and he's fighting a white guy? Would you support? Yeah, because I understand the thought process of a heel. Yeah, I would support him. Yeah, I mean, I mean, why wouldn't you? The black fighter. I mean, it depends on what kind of a hole he was being. Like, if he was an a hole that beat women, then probably not. If he was an a hole that killed other brothers on a whim, probably not. If he was just an a hole because the words he said, then hey, you know what? I can kind of understand that. A man said Pearl is a problem, but Six the stripper isn't. Got it. Nothing but simps. Man, yeah, yeah, like yeah. And I will agree with you on that notion, like, man, because I've already said that, like, I would give it a good 90 to 95% of black men are simps. Yes, they are. They're just using Pearl just to kind of attack black men. They're just using Pearl to do that. You know, when in fact, if that whole slavery thing never became an issue, how would they feel about Pearl? If it never came out that she said that slavery was exaggerated. Hmm. Pearl is only a problem because black people are shouting her out and shouting her down. That's it. Shoot. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say who the content creator was that I was watching earlier, but he had a pretty good point. It's like, is people being so sensitive to slavery when people use slavery as an insult to other blacks on a regular basis? Let me tell you something. If somebody don't likes me, if they don't like me, and then when they find out I'm from Alabama, that's the first thing they bring up in order to quote unquote call themselves starting a roast. First thing they bring up is slavery. Y'all still slaves down there. Old Negro spiritual. So is a lot of I mean, Pearl said something stupid, but the difference between me and a lot of people is when a white person says something racial or racist, it does not surprise me. I've said this before. Doesn't surprise me at all, at least not one bit. So I'm not going to have as much fake outrage about that. And it's just that what the hell is black men doing supporting someone like that anyway? Or coming to that person's defense? And here's what people are missing out on. Why is it that it seems as if black men aren't supporting black men when there are plenty of black men in this space that do support black men? And I'll say this before and I'll say it again. Obsidian ain't the only person in the space. But see, the thing is, it's like it's starting to become very insulting to me that the rest of the space is being disregarded for what one or two people are saying. But I'll get into that a little bit more tomorrow night. But when you think about the basis of, religion and spirituality and the church, we have all these spiritual battles going on. And most of the time we lose it. We lose it because, the second some butt cheeks start twerking in front of us, we forget our purpose. Adam forgot his purpose for a piece of ass. For real, for real. He forgot his purpose. You're supposed to be the ruler of everything. But no, you had to listen to Eve and had to do that, you had to bite out that fruit. And now you got preachers in churches blaming you for all of the troubles that the world is going through. Don't lose the link, bro. You might be able to do something with it. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me check this out real quick. Check that out real quick. Check that out. Just hold on 1 second, y'all. Said link. I can't see the link, Rayhanma. Not in the. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, come on, ad. Growing number of black women leaving church for witchcraft. Oh God. He started twerking for and it was all over for Adam. Let the simp begin. Yeah, the laptop I'm on is not exactly a media laptop, but let me go ahead and let me go ahead and see if I can pull it up and get it playing for y'all. And y'all could just tell me in the chat whether you can hear it or not. Hopefully it doesn't skip or doesn't cause too much strain. But let me go ahead and share this. Share the screen. Toya. Okay, let me put that up there. I appreciate it. Good looking out. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, we got some pro black streams going on, but let me look at my history. There it is. Okay. All right. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go ahead and play this for y'all. Let me make up a fair use banner. Make up a fair use banner. Shoot. Shoot, because this really is men like black men especially. This is who you're giving up your power for. This is who you're simping for. So let me go ahead and react to what Ray Hama put in the chat, and hopefully it doesn't fuck up when I damn share the screen. Shoot, so hold on one second. Let me just be patient with me, folks. Be patient. Be patient. Mm. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up. And like Toya said, if you haven't already, like the stream. Shoot. So, like I said, fair use and all right. Okay. Bam. There we go. Hmm. All right. Just take a look at this. Oh, no sound coming through. Come on now. Where is it? All right. Sorry, guys. I tried. I tried to show y'all, but just follow the link in the description. Uh, see. Yeah, there's like no sound coming through, and I had turned it all the way up. Yeah, that's why. That's why I need to. That's why I need to get some new equipment. And if you know, if you want to, you just kind of help your boy out a little bit with that. But hey, if you don't want to, that's fine too, because I appreciate you guys doing anyway. But if you want to check it out later, they said it's a growing number of black women leaving churches for witchcraft. And for what? For what? Because you came from a rib? Yeah, but I can't react to this video properly. So, so my bad on that, y'all. My bad on that one. But let me drop this link. Gilgamy, what's going on? Said no sound, can't hear the video, no sound. Yeah, yeah. This ain't exactly a media laptop. So, all right, let me drop this link. You know, I know I can't be by myself on this one, and if I've somehow upset you for by saying some of the stuff that I said, you can express that as well. Let's see. Rayham, thank you for the super chat, my brother. He says, "Thank you, bro. Yeah, these drag goblins are crazy. Yeah, that's why a lot of people. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is. Yeah, a lot of people say you got to take that witchcraft seriously. I really don't. I take it with a grain of salt. It's just that just watch who's cooking for you. And the whole witchcraft thing, I'm just like, okay, they say they're doing all this little hoodoo and the divine feminine and queen mother, they're doing all of this, and they've they've taken responsibility for content creators dying like David Carroll and Kevin Samuels. Oh, David Carroll, he got a new controversy, and this man been dead for a while now. You know, I said, okay, so number one, no, you didn't. Number two, you call poisoning witchcraft. All they doing is poisoning folks. That's it. Shoot. But hold up. Let me see if I can let's see if I can at least get y'all to hear this. Let's see. Hmm. Just 1 second, y'all. Shoot. What up?
Oh shit, what's up, bro? Yeah, okay. I mean, I it cut it off to bring me into, the stream yard. And I left off where you was talking about where you was talking about with the witchcraft thing, about you
Yeah.
taking it with a grain of salt or some shit. What
I
you mean
take
by
it I take it with a grain of I take the witchcraft thing with a grain of salt because it's obvious some mental illness going on with that. This otherworldly power that these people claim to have is just an intimidation tactic. I think that there's more about poisoning individuals. But if you disagree, then fine. Just
that? Well, yeah,
maybe I can
because
learn something from you.
well, and what you just said too is I take from what you said that last piece where you said a way of poisoning individuals. Well, let's look at it like this. Let's say that there is an art in how to poison individuals' minds,
Mm,
you know, and we cannot put it past us that such women, such as these, such creatures as these, I don't know, I can't even call them women, especially after you left my lord for a filthy demon, the king of demons at that. Oh no, no, there's no return. God may forgive you, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, we cannot put it past this of it being a factor that these women, when they, conduct themselves in doing this witchcraft, that there is no form of art. We cannot say that there's no form of art where, teaches them how to poison someone's mind. You
mm,
know, probably there's probably multiple forms of it. Even David Carroll and even Brother Edward Anderson spoke about it, about David Carroll, rest in peace, who spoke about it, and Edward even mentioned them about how he recognized how that was like just some time before his death when he talked about gave a little experience of of him being in Louisiana. I mean not Louisiana, but yeah, New Orleans,
uh,
and he went into a witch shop and asked her, just for out of curiosity, if there's a such thing as a love potion, and she returned the answer by saying like, well, for how long? So I'm like, oh, that's eerie as hell.
yeah, scary. This. I don't know. When I think about stuff like this, man, I be thinking about yeah, like you said, potions, monkey skulls, and feathers, and these incantations that they use, and praying
I
to
mean,
deep.
bro, go into it with prayer, but as thus as I have, because I did just a little search on YouTube about it, and because it came to my mind, I'm like, huh, because I think I possibly may have done a stream about it, about how brothers can watch out for such women, and in particular, my point of the stream was the ornaments that they wear, you know,
Mm,
and is very distinct, in its own right
mm,
from others. So and I looked up and I was like, damn it, there you go. There's a bunch of damn videos about it,
mm.
bunch of YouTube videos about
Oh,
witchcraft ornaments.
oh,
And
okay. So you believe that there's something valid to all of it. That
yeah,
that there's a that this is a part of spiritual warfare, basically.
Yes, sir. And I've seen chicks too, especially here where I'm at in the South. You know, what I mean, I've seen chicks wearing such ornaments. You know, necklaces, earrings. I was like, ooh, well, I walk the other way.
Yeah, sometimes I think that the women who do that, that's a form of being a femcel. Is like, they can't figure it out with men, so they try to co-sign to this ideology that puts them in a more of a special place than, as if, as opposed to being a normal fucking human being.
Right. This is also another form, well, obscure, deranged form of laziness. You know what I mean? Like to the highest order. Like, bitch, you are that lazy, and when it comes to getting a man to where you rather say, uh, well, forget God, forget my Lord, the Most High, and you rather resort to listen to the lies of the enemy.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And it's foolish. And then it's like, okay, then once you realize, okay, your error, then you want to come back. I don't know. I mean, I may have to talk to my black scholars about that. I mean, my black, follower of Christ, scholars. I need to, you know, holler at them, my triple OGs, um, because man, yeah, no. I mean, and I wouldn't even think, hell, I mean, because a lot of them are pro-black to a great degree. So, and I wouldn't think they'll recommend for any man to give a woman a chance if she has, expressed the fact that she has practiced such things, and did a turnaround. And now, she's all pure, blameless, under God. Well, that may be, but no, I'm good. I'll work that out with the Father, right up to God. But girl, no, I'm good. I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah, I'll tell any guy. Well, I'm out of that game, but I'll tell any guy when she started talking about shit like Mercury retrograde, and you talking about she's selling like mood rocks and all that other stuff, and you know,
Yeah,
got necklaces that connect her nose ring to her earring. I was like, oh, I'm cool.
right. Yeah, right. And let this be the stream, as I'm thinking about making another stream about it too, since now I got a better laptop, So I'm thinking about, doing a stream of one of that would be one of the videos, that I sent you, that I sent to everybody in the stream. That'll
Yeah,
be one of them I'm gonna do, because because I believe it's gonna play better now with no
yeah,
interruptions. So,
yeah,
yeah, man. Because why not? And since you said like, okay, the selling of the rocks and stuff, why not? Think that that's a possibility, and then being able to do on YouTube when motherfuckers are selling all kind of different shit on YouTube. You think these motherfuckers ain't gonna try to sell that shit? Especially since there's a whole bunch of shit out here, like TV shows and movies that highly entices people to brainwash them thinking that okay, witchcraft is okay. Okay, what is it? True Blood, the originals, the spin off from fucking Vampire Diaries. Yeah, two franchises that made me say no, fuck you. I shall not go to New Orleans, Louisiana. No, fuck your bayou. I'm good.
yeah, yeah. Because I've heard some weird things going. I even ran into a brother that practiced witchcraft. You know, what do they call them guys? Warlocks.
I mean, probably so, but man, I mean, it's just, like,
Yeah,
I mean, we could just say some motherfuckers just like laying in filth. Just
yeah.
put it like
Yeah, but let me answer Milano Vanguard's question. He said, "Damn, who said that they were responsible for David Carroll's demise? When he died, you could read it in all of the comment sections of his videos. So yeah, they and it's like it's always a crazy person or two out there. I don't believe that he died because of that. I believe he died because it was basically his time. But people are idiots. That's one thing that we all have to understand. And it's just like you once something like that happens, you see how much hatred and vitriol they had for us. Just like with the whole when your boy Kevin Samuels passed away. That shit was ridiculous, and it's still ridiculous to this day. So, what's your take
Yes,
on
it's
that?
still ridiculous to me. Yes, it's still ridiculous to me, bro. It's like, I mean, I'll be a lie if I, before God, if I said, that there is no percentage of me that, that believes that that's not the case. That being a possibility, I still feel it in my bones, man. Because, dude, like his his streams and shit. I don't know if they still up over in his channel, man. But well, Uncle Kev, man, to be honest, I haven't looked at Uncle Kev's streams like that, bro. Because imagine of how much this shit fucking hurts, bro. It
Mm,
like I got into an argument with my mother one time, and I just see. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shut the hell up, and I'm gonna let him talk. Cause she came over, you know what I mean, and brought some food over and shit, cause hey, who would deny your mama's cooking? You know what I mean, especially when she coming over, and
oh
the
yeah, oh yeah,
the food she cooked. So yeah, you know what I mean, and hell, and I had somebody playing or whatever, and she was kind of like disagreeing and shit. So oh, fuck that. If I go into detail, but that's what I did. I was like, I'm gonna let him talk. And I switched to Uncle Kev. You know what I mean? I was like, this. I told her this man cared for the black community. And you know what black American black women have done? They danced on his damn grave.
hmm
I told this to my mother. I was like, yes, I mean that's what the first stage of red pill. I mean, you can't get to real pill with me and brother Black Grandma. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Bro Black Ram.
yeah,
You can't get the real pill if you not even real pill when you can't even pass the first stage of red pill, and that is checking your mother when it comes to this gynocracy bullshit. You know what I mean? You cannot keep your head down and put your balls in your mama's purse when and call yourself checking these other females and shit on their bullshit. No, you got to start with the mother, your
yeah,
mother, your aunties, your sisters. Hot damn it! And this
mm,
is righteousness before God.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I've never, God rest her soul. I was never shy about telling my mother how I felt, and that started when I was a teenager. It wasn't even on any disrespect shit. It's just that I just let her know that that I have certain positions. Like my mother was a self-proclaimed feminist, I, and I don't get why she was like that because my dad took care of everything. No, nothing about that was being oppressive. Nothing about that. She was allowed to do whatever, but she signed on with that shit. And it's just like, and like I said, I love my
Yeah,
mother and I have all the respect for her in the world, but it's like for me, it was I had to tell her, how I felt and what my position was because one big difference in me, myself, and my mother was I was a male and she was a female. And it was
right.
and it's like look, I don't feel after a certain amount of time, when I get grown, that I should have to follow everything exactly how you did it. It's just, and if I feel as if something is wrong or something has a flaw in it, I wouldn't let my mother do things like choose my friends for me and stuff like that from an early
Oh
age.
hell no.
You
Yeah.
know, I wouldn't even let her hook me
Oh,
up with
you said at an early age, huh?
at an early age. Like
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it. I mean, and this is a woman that pretty much said that she didn't want mama's boys for sons. So that's the one thing that I took literally. Is like it was sort of some indecisiveness on her part, uh, as far as what kind of son she wanted to me to be. So I decided that I decided what kind of son I was going to be. I decided who I was going to hang out with. I decided what my paths were going to be in life. Period. You know, and my dad,
Yeah.
he was good enough. He did everything. He did
Damn
everything.
right.
He did everything possible for his kids because he let me know, hey, you know what? It's not your fault you're here. I was having fun that
Salute,
day.
salute to him. Salute to all true
Yeah.
fathers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it is the thing is, I got the idea at a young age that no, I should not bow to women. I'm sorry. Is I see these men doing and that's why you say I used to see
And
men
this is
around me.
all, and mind you, for the audience too, this is all at a young age.
Yeah, young age. We're older, we're grown, we're adults now. Things are different, but it's just my thing is like my thing is like this is gonna be my life. I'm bigger, I'm stronger. There are things that are expected of me as a man, and then there are things that I expect of myself. If I was on this earth to be you, I would be you. Period. And I think that's a lot of what a lot of women do not understand. After you witness a generation of men that pretty much bent the knee, that they felt like everyone was supposed to be like that, and that's not true at all. Is Yeah, and Ray, can you admit this? Like some of the guys that came before us bent the knee a little bit too much, even though they were doing everything.
Well, yeah. And then speaking of that, as a thought just came across to me for some weird reason. I remember seeing this movie. Uh, one of my older cousins and shit too. He's like 80 years old. Sometimes maybe he'll come over and shit. Yeah, we be talking shit. You know what I mean? Hey, I like talking shit to my triple OGs, man. Creates memorable moments for me. So yeah, we like to, and we, chief and smoke and shit. You know what I mean? I'll hook up one screen for him, you know what I mean, be on one side of the room so he can, you know, watch his shit. But I seen on there a John Wayne flick, right? That caught my eye. I sit there and watch like half of the movie, and this John Wayne flick, right? In this particular scene, John Wayne was going through like it was like a bar or brothel or some shit. And he was walking in there, and then there was this dude, right? This white man. He bent the woman over his over his knee and was spanking her ass and shit. He was spanking the shit out of her ass, and then and then it cut, and then and it showed her running, up the stairs and shit, and then she was passing like I guess this madam chick or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't know the madam of the whole thing. And she was like, "Oh, he spanked me."
Yeah, but look how they.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna try to find it and create a clip of it. Yes,
Yeah, well, but think about it though. Like, how was John Wayne viewed back in that day,
he was mask. I mean, to me, he was masculine. It didn't seem like any movies that he was you know a simp. Every time.
No,
No,
no, no, no, no.
that I
No,
remember.
I wouldn't say that at all. I wouldn't say John Wayne was a simp. Even though he was a white man that was in those times. No, I wouldn't say he was a simp at all. But is the fact of the matter is, we as men, we don't have to be. We don't
Right.
we can be men without looking for a green light or approval, just like Adam did. Adam
Yes, you know what I mean.
Adam
That,
Adam gave up his position.
that's the first example of the lesson of what not to do as a simp.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny too because it's like when you was talking about like your past and shit. That I was over thinking, I'm like, man, there's times where damn it, like I was stepping for chicks and shit, you know what I mean? But it was at a low level compared to like as I gotten older, I started hearing tales of other men and what they have done for women. I'm like, good God, dude, I was even in my simp days, I knew better not to simp that damn hard.
Mm,
Damn.
mm,
Like buying bitches cars and phones and paying their phone bills and boy, I'm like, yes. Well, I'm like, you think these sons of bitches are bewitched? And
mm,
it's between it's between black and white men I've come across with this.
mm. Yeah. But the level of spite that they show us for not bowing down, like Adam did to Eve. Let me read. I'm not going to mention this content creator, but I'm gonna read her stat. I'm gonna read her community tab status, and this and what I'm about to read is the same old garbage that a lot of these motherfuckers say when they can't get men to bend the knee. It's a bunch of shaming, and it goes a little something like this. I realize many of these black male content creators didn't have fathers in their lives. The only example of manhood they had because their mother failed to choose a proper father. It's self hate and hate they have for their own mothers, more so than their disdain for black women. So here's the thing. What makes them so fucking special that they believe that they're above criticism, that they can say something like that? You know? And it's and what up, Great Dane? Oh, whoa, Ray Hama dropped off. Shit. Okay. Yeah. So what makes a person believe that they can act? Oh, there he is. What up?
Okay, damn it, I'm back. Shit,
Okay.
damn it, that was an accident. I meant to hit it to tell you. Yeah, read on. I'm about to go back in and give it and Bobby another drink. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what makes females have this much disdain for us that they have to say shit like that? Did you hear what? Oh, he said that he said that he was going to get another drink.
Yeah. Go ahead and like read on like from the beginning if you can, or wherever you're at. I'll catch up.
Okay. Um, okay, this particular content creator said, I realized that many of these black male content creators didn't have fathers in their lives. The only example of manhood they had because their mothers failed to choose a proper father. It's self hate and they hate for they have for their own mothers, more so than their disdain for black women. Like, the fuck? Why do we keep hearing this shit? Why is it that when I disagree with you and you just happen to have a vagina, that means that I hated my mom? I don't hate my mom. I don't. I just think that you're a stupid motherfucker that just happens to be a female. Shoot. But people are stupid like that. People are stupid like that. But how the saddest part is how many men are gonna agree with that crap? How many? And I mean, I guess we can sit up there and blame Adam all that we want, but And Toya said it's a lack of mirrors, Kev. Black women are able to see ourselves, which I'm betting will display the disdain for ourselves. Great Dane said that's a gaslight. I mean, if people, yeah, it is. I mean, like that's just like me coming to you and saying that you must have hated your father, knowing that you love your father very much. Mm. That's pathetic. But hey, you know what? Like like I said, I'll remind everyone tomorrow night what my show is about. I need for people who believe that the black manosphere is dead to come tell me why. Maybe it'll be a learning and growth experience for the both of us, or for however many people decide to show up, or however little people decide to show up. If that's what y'all want to say, that's fine. But you got to explain it to someone like me, the part of the black manosphere that is often disregarded. So, so right, it's an unwillingness to see oneself for what oneself is. Art Nostal, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's like once you become sort of a critical thinker, one thing that it's going to do is probably more than likely going to wreck your belief systems. You know, Is you can either take everything that everyone tells you and just believe it without challenging it, and a lot of that is why we are where we are today. Now, if I were to say something that when Adam did that, he planted the seeds for what will become the Black Manosphere as of today, you would probably think I was crazy. You would probably say, "Hey, kid, that's a hell of a reach right there." But think about it. The reason why we are sitting here today.
Now you sound. Go ahead. My bad. Finish it. You said
uh,
now we're sitting what?
No, 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 no. What I'm saying is, this is why we are sitting here today. We're trying to fix the mess that possibly Adam made. You know, some brothers are just waking
So
up.
you saying this nigga? So you saying this nigga is like okay, King the Conqueror kind of thing. Like
No,
how there's this how there's these strong theories. Even Rob touched on it. Rob from Comics Explained. Shout out to him. Where he went over and was like, oh well, go back to the very first Avengers.
yeah,
Like every event from back then, could have been orchestrated by or allowed by King. Like King had control the whole time.
yeah. Mulatto Vanguard asked me a question. Hey, Kev, which female Black Manosphere content creators do you rock with? Um, hmm, that's a difficult one, but one that I've
Crimson
no.
Cure for me, real quick.
Yeah, yeah. He said Crimson Cure for him. But if I could pick like one of the most consistent ones that I know, it would probably be Toya. That did, yeah, it would probably be Toya at top. Toya doesn't have a whole lot of reach, but she's still one person, and that's
Yeah,
what a
I
lot.
believe I'm subscribed to her, bro. I think
Yeah,
so. I mean, has she made anything new yet? Because I haven't got no notifications.
I don't know. I mean, she does little content every now and again, which is always pleasant. But sometimes people get, sometimes people be busy. You know what I'm saying? But Crimson Cure, yeah, I could rock with her somewhat, but I've been hearing little things here and there. But I have to, instead of me hearing little things here and there, I have to check it out for myself. Because if you listen to
Yeah.
other people always talking about folks, you're gonna end up making an ass out of yourself. But see,
Hey,
that's even with Sister George being a habitual line stepper, just like myself, that I would say that I rock with Toya. I kind of do rock with Sister George, but it's like she's been saying stuff more so that I disagree with than I actually agree with lately. You know what I'm saying?
chameleon, chameleon for me right off the bat. Chameleon, I said. That mean
Yeah,
I've been what? It's been what 2.5 years or whatever. Yeah,
yeah. She
and
she she crew.
when everybody flocked to them whenever they went on, what I mean, was
Yeah,
I don't know, kind of like fuck with them, having some hope or whatever that they'll be cool and shit. What I mean, be genuine. And then then shit came out. Then later on down the road, that Ramil shit happened. The deal with Ramil and that made everybody upset.
yeah. That Ramil. What you talking about? Ramil sold selling her the channel.
Yeah,
And then I said before, it's like one of the big reasons why I believe Ramil sold to a female. And this is nothing. This is no slight to him. Is because like maybe deep down he didn't want to sell it to a guy because a guy. What the possibility of a guy doing better on a channel he built than him? Now, Ramil is a very potent content creator. I don't think he would have had that to worry about anyway. It's just a theory of mine. And I may not know what the fuck I'm talking about. I may
no,
not.
I mean because a lot of subscribers unsubscribe from the channel because they're like, bitch, I'm not worth no damn. I'm worth more than $100 and $400, whatever the fuck your deal was with a meal, bitch. Please, and no, no, like okay, like you gonna create a panel, and it's just two different energies. You know what I mean? Like, why would they stay? You know, they subscribe specifically for that character, for that host. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, but deep down, Sister George is cool. Deep down, but like I said, she's been kind of, I don't know, maybe fence straddling or whatever. But that's her right. That's her right to do that. Just like it's my right to have the content that I want in the way that I want it.
do
So
you
I'm not gonna.
remember, in regards to them? Do you remember their thoughts on the issues such as like this whole black women deleting kids and all that shit? Uh, yeah.
Do I remember? If you remember, refresh me.
No, I mean like on their thoughts. You know, what I mean like since you check them out, and look at their streams and shit like that. So, do you remember of any of them talking of anything around the lines of being against uh, this feminist shit when it comes to women deleting babies?
Oh, okay. If we want to talk about, yeah, they have commented on the Cynthia G sentiment about aborting black male babies, and from what I understand, the way they talk, they totally disagree with it. Even though I would say for myself that abortion is going to happen anyway, and they're going to kill these kids anyway. Uh, to outright say it like that is pretty fucked up. Saying that once you find out it's a boy, go ahead and kill him. It's like what the fuck. But I've never heard them say anything in the vein that they agree with that. Just to be fair. Now, if someone else out there, possibly in the comment section, watching in the clouds, heard differently, hey, I would like to know. But when I hear them talk about it, but the thing is like one thing that I noticed is like this blind loyalty, this low key loyalty that all black women have to each other. So although they will say that they don't agree with it, that is bullshit. They're not gonna say it too many times. They're not. You know, my thing.
Okay, to me, when you say that right there, is I catch you right there. To me, when you say that, that means to me that that they're not going to come with such vigor towards it
Yeah,
as
yeah.
if it
They're
was
not
like
gonna.
okay, like if the offense was truly and genuinely on the man against the woman, they're not going to come with the same vigor.
Yeah, they're not gonna make a whole stream about it. They're not gonna,
Yeah,
they're not gonna say fuck these bitches that saying this shit. This is crap. Why are you saying this? Brothers who actually took exception to that narrative were treated as if it was fake outrage. And this was not only by, not primarily by brothers, primarily by dudes.
yeah.
I would say, But Rogish, what's going on?
All right, chilling, man. What to do, y'all?
Yeah, it, it,
Hey,
it
hey,
does.
peace there, brother. Peace,
So
brother.
how was your Easter Sunday, sir? Or was it
Is
just another day?
yeah, it was another day to me. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I had to keep getting reminded about it because I don't know. It's just, it's another day. I already celebrated the New Year's as far as saying spring, saying hello. So
Yeah.
once that happened, that's it. I'm just ready for the year.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Adam being a simp? Do you believe that? Do you believe that that might actually be the case, or maybe I'm reaching a little bit here?
I mean, well, all right. So in that pantheon, let's say that it's not that he was a simp. Why wouldn't he have uh, a penchant to trust himself, if you will? If she
Yeah.
was his rib, right?
A rib.
A rib, okay, a rib. But I mean, you got a whole person from that rib, apparently, organs and all that old shit, just
Yeah.
from the bone. All right, what I'm saying? God could have took that nigga's what's that appendix and made something from her, but but a rib. All right then.
Said built the whole person from a rib.
From a I
That's
mean,
the
yo,
power of God.
bro, you would have thought it'd been some organic material, cuz. I ain't saying bone ain't alive, but I would think that, you know what I'm saying, that appendix would be more alive than the bone.
Hey man, just think of the power, brother Rogan. Just think, man, of the power that we would have as a man if you would say, Lord, you can get her, Lord. Hey, Lord, I didn't even want to smell the damn fruit, Lord, oh God. Yes, Lord, whatever you say, Lord God. You created me and you gave me this power. Yes, Lord, I don't know what that you created her for me, God. I mean, I don't know why the hell she's acting like this, but Lord, your grace, that do
But
what you will.
But see, that's the whole that's my issue that I take with this perspective of the story. Because if you look at it literal, then yeah, all it does is one, it paints a woman that's deceptive. Like look how she looking at homie, right? It paints her as deceptive. Like she looking at him the way the snake looking at him. Both of them like, hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, right? And so I don't know. You know, so
No, fuck that look, bro. Fuck that look, bro. No,
and
bitch,
look at
no,
him.
I'm not gonna give this up. I'm not gonna give this power up where I can summon a whole whale to eat your ass, bitch. No, I'm not gonna give that up, bitch. Hell, no
But
nonsense.
no, but look how they got him looking, like Donald Glover and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, okay, I'll
Oh, I
accept
see.
it.
You said Donald.
That was
Oh, nigga.
Donald Glover and the other chick. I don't know. That looked like the chick from Girlfriends, but the one who's definitely a feminist, possibly a liquor. You know what I'm saying? The light skinned one.
Okay.
Not Diana's girl.
The one that is the one that I guess the only one that ended up married from that show, the light skinned one.
She actually did she marry a dude?
No, she married a white man.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
the rest of them still single.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, that is something. For a show that was as divisive as Girlfriends.
Right.
Just
Damn it, that's what I was just thinking about. Damn it, one of the chicks she reminds me of. Damn it,
mm.
one girlfriends.
Yeah, it's the old girl. I forget her name, but them titties look the same too. Hair might be a little bit different, but
Oh, what's old girl's daughter's name? Yeah, with those bug-eyed eyes. Yeah, boy, I cannot deal with women like that.
Talking about Tracy Ellis.
Yeah,
oh,
man,
Tracy Ellis
that's
Ross.
she can't help it. Come on now, y'all think she can
nah,
help
man.
that?
I can't do
Man,
no,
well,
She
we
done
give
belonged to
no.
the game since she got
we
in.
do give Tracy Ellis Ross a hard time though. Like for real.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
can't help
you
it.
waking up to that and she's staring at your ass, eyes looking like them and they're ready to poke the shit. Nah, I mean,
Hey man, read this meme up here that I just found.
Let's see. If Jesus had a girlfriend, I just find it funny how you died for 3 days, and it's just gonna pop the fuck back up. Hebrew, please. Whatever.
Hebrew, please.
nah, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious,
Oh
man.
Lord,
How
oh Lord,
appropriate.
oh boy. Oh boy, now I got to drink and smoke to that one.
Oh shit, I'm halfway there. About to get the smoking going. You know what I'm talking
Shoot, I might put that in the community tab.
about?
You know how I feel about the community tab memes.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be forgetting that I got access to that joint now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it used to be like you had to have I think 1,000 subs before you could use your community tab.
Something like that.
Now it's like you could have like 3 subs and you can use your community tab
They're
as
always
long as you got
changing.
content.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Well,
always
hey,
changing.
speaking, I have something, man, like yeah, coming out about Sims too. Yeah, my next stream. Then my stream after that is gonna be on some geek shit. You know what I mean?
But
Humble
see,
Force Geek Take, Humble Force Geek Table. We talk
Mhm.
about some shit. You know what I mean? Some shows I've seen and all that, but I gotta get this Simp stream out the way. Yes, it's been eating at me. I gotta get it out.
the thing is,
Yeah,
what's the
because
issue? What's the issue with the simps? Because you gotta understand something. Simping is like simping is something that's chosen. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why you don't really have pity for hoes because hoes is something
My
that's
nigga, what you
chosen.
mean they're dangerous? They dangerous
Well,
just like
yeah,
these
well,
damn women.
well, yeah, they're dangerous, but the thing is, they've always been the larger numbers. Simps has always been a large number, and the fact that in some regard is the base level. You know what I'm saying? It's the base form. So
Yeah.
you might have some people who are inadvertently simping, and that's different from conscious simping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some cats are actually conscious simps, and in that
Yeah, yeah,
regard,
yeah, yeah. Those
yeah,
motherfuckers all like to create some damn nanobites, some damn nanoparticles or some shit, damn it, nanotech,
right.
damn it, and have that shit spread out. And whoever's a hardcore simp, yeah, they gotta go. They gotta get off the map. They in the
They
way.
can't. They can't because simps get a lot of love, bro. You understand? Well, okay, wait a minute. What's the number one demographic that the simp is trying to reach?
Uh,
Women,
Women.
right? All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Have women become bored of empty platitude? Have they become bored of not of having their ego catered to? I mean, come on. It's that's never unfortunately that's never going to change until there's some type of I don't know social culture of inner worth development amongst women. And I think they
So
think
you
they got.
saying so you saying they're not gonna stop bringing shit to this bitch's altar?
Of course not. Are you kidding me? One, okay, now money's involved, right? And anytime money's involved, then, you know what I'm saying, you're always going to have somewhat of a lapse in integrity. Possible, you know what I'm saying, lapse in integrity. Just like they say, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Well,
Mhm.
that's the element of power. You know what I'm saying? It is corruptible. So that's why there has to be a balance. That's why there has to be not only the king, but the king's cabinet. You know what I'm talking about? The king doesn't rule by themselves. He rules with his cabinet. So,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And the cabinet's to keep you in check from, from the
Hey,
overt amount of power that you gain.
hey, if I was in the kingdom, damn it, hey, I would rather serve under a king than a queen. If I was, had to be of common folk.
I mean, look, I serve under whoever's better for the for the village, for the kingdom. Whoever's better for ruling the kingdom, that's how I'm serving. And the whole, I mean, because I think what it is, I think we tend to project a Western perspective on the base social character of women. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
No, no, no.
yeah, I think
I'd rather serve under that king. I'll be one of his fucking best soldiers. You hear me? With a blade. I will be one of his best soldiers. But no, under a queen, no, ain't nothing she can be like, oh, fucking, let's go, man. We're about
shit,
to go over this hill
Queen and
and
Zinga.
kick their ass.
Queen and
Let's
Zinga.
go.
They said
Uh,
who was the queen that
no,
kept
I
Caesar
can't get
back?
no morale.
No,
What
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying,
no.
bro,
No, I'm
I
saying
can't get no
I'm saying
morale from that.
it's well, it's not about. But that's the thing. It's not about morale. If you want glory, then I just you know what I'm saying become a motherfucking professional fighter or something. If you just want glory, but if you're looking to serve, that ain't really got no reward other than you know what I'm saying to protect the peace, and that takes no form. You know what I mean? That don't take no form. That doesn't take any actual like super tangible perspective. What it is it is an attained harmony state. If you're really going for war, we really you know what I'm saying. That's what the whole element of being a warrior is for. Not necessarily for the glory, but again, you know what I'm saying, here, being somewhat baptized in the Western Pilgrim perspective, you know what I'm saying, we tend to project that framework as being the social framework of you know what I'm saying, the objective context. And it's like nah, I think what it is we're supposed to be projecting our own definitions of these things upon them. Like everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? They use the same story, but they got their own cultural perspective of how they measure the shit. We're still trying to measure it like the people of the ancient times. And it's like, all right, ain't nobody got no problem with the story, but let's analyze this different. Let's ascribe different values and different factors to or different values to the factors that's involved of, you know what I'm saying, Adam, Eve, you know what I'm saying, the serpent, the tree, the
Well,
fruit,
that kind of relates.
which they'll immediately show as an apple, and wasn't no motherfucking apple like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just symbolic, right? But it's like, oh, you ate the apple.
Yeah.
No, it said fruit. You didn't say apple. But you know what I'm saying? You let pilgrims tell the motherfucker or somebody pilgrim minded or Western, you know what I'm saying, westernized minded, then it's gonna be American. That's what this shit look like. This is eating in motherfucking Georgia, Tennessee, or fucking
My nigga going, boy. My nigga going. I hear you, nigga.
this is
Hey,
eating in
hey, bro.
Maryland, nigga. What the fuck,
Hey,
nigga?
hey, bro.
This is
Hey,
eating in
bro.
Jamestown, nigga.
But that kind of relates though to the video that I was hoping that that Bros Connection would allow to play.
Right.
Um, it's cool, but I'm gonna put it in the stream. But yeah, but that video of these chicks, these black women, you know, giving up on God and going for the witchcraft. You know what I mean? To
Look,
the
man.
father, the devil. You know what I
Look.
mean?
Look, witchcraft,
And the
witchcraft
reasons
is just another
and their
style of
reasons,
getting into religion. That shit ain't no
but
different.
their
It's
but
the
their
same
reasons
elements
why
that
they
they work
said.
with in Christianity. It's the exact
But
same elements
hold
of the
on.
world.
But before you go, the reasons being they said was because it was somewhat relating to what you was talking about how they wanted to get back or try to basically the reason to get into witchcraft is for them to get into like the teachings of the old ways, as they said. You know what I mean? From the their old African teachings
Yeah.
and
Because the thing is, it's all the
yes.
same. It's all the same sort. This is my thing, man. Everybody got their style of how they work with the elements of this world. That is you know what I'm saying, the source of its creation. Yeah, however they call them or whatever, it's still the same properties. So every culture got their distinctive way how they attempt to tap in, and that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You got these conflicting cultures all dealing with the with the exact same reality, and they all got their own perspectives based off of what they've had to endure, you know what I'm saying, as far as land mass, environment, you know what I'm saying, other social interactions with other cultures and shit. And then they project that as the framework as everybody's entirety. And that's where it messes up.
Mm-mm.
Yo, Kev, you still with us? You going to sleep, man?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still with y'all.
All
I'm
right.
just saying. I'm just I'm just looking at these guys that are bigger content creators that
Right.
that they're getting on this whole anti-manosphere bandwagon.
Well, they got to do something to keep themselves relevant, man.
Yeah,
These niggas ain't relevant with their own content. That's why they'll always say that I'm leaving, and you done pointed out several times. You know what I'm saying? They'll say I'm
yeah,
leaving, and they'll make a motherfucking proclamation or some type of, you know what I'm saying, presentation that I'm leaving. Go, motherfucker.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
what?
saying? But
I mean,
then when
what?
some
What?
heat get here and some energy get to
Yeah,
this bitch, them motherfuckers
yeah.
they get their grifting
these
muscles. And, you know,
motherfuckers.
that grifting sense
Yeah,
started
yeah.
tweaking
This
and shit.
motherfucker, Amazing Lucas. You know who that guy is, right?
Yeah.
He is now attacking Coach Greg Adams.
Oh, ain't
Are you
that some
shitting
shit?
me?
Now, go to his channel, Coach Greg Bussy Advice. He got him in the thumbnail.
Damn. These
Oh
niggas be
man, yeah,
bored,
I
bro.
gotta
They
see
look,
that shit. Yeah,
they don't have
put that.
nothing. They don't have nothing unless
Find the
they
link,
hating,
man.
dog. For
Send
real.
that shit. Put that shit in the chat, bro. Put that
Good
shit in the chat because when I look at the
Lord.
replay, I can, uh, I
Good
mean, get the link and shit and
Lord.
look at it later.
Like, what? Cause no, he been doing his little streams called Manosphere Trash for the longest. Yeah, I put it in
See, I
the chat.
don't know. I don't get what's so attracting of being anti manosphere. Like I never get that because it's like okay,
These
so you
motherfuckers
saying
ain't
you're anti man,
anti-manosphere.
you're in the practices of what learning the feminine side and shit. Well, so now what I'm gonna see in the
Hey,
next week instead of you walking
Lucas.
stoically, you're gonna be walking with a swivel in your shoulders, huh?
Yeah,
Get the hell out
look,
of here, boy.
Look, it's a
Lucas would
convenience,
have
son.
listened to Eve.
Mm.
Look, if Lucas was in that garden instead of Adam, he would have listened to Eve.
I mean, yo, is that Eve also looking like Ray Don Chong a little bit?
Ray Don Chung is somebody said you saying Ray Don Chung, another person saying Trace. Well, it wasn't Tracy Ellis Ross. It was the other, you said the
It
other
was the other
girlfriend.
shit, right? Yeah,
Yeah, the other chick.
Ray Don Chong. Let me see if I got another one. Who was the chick? Angela
Nigga look.
Means.
Said Angela Means.
Yep.
You ain't talking about the chick that cried on CNN, D.
I'm talking about the chick
Talking
who
to
played.
white people, why don't y'all accept us?
No, the chick who played Felicia in
Oh, oh,
Friday.
her. Oh, her.
Oh damn, yeah. Yeah, she was on Comedy Hype.
Yeah, because she
On her
said that
little
was a
tape.
she said that role typecast her and shit.
The road
Yeah,
type.
and she had a deep friendship with Debo. Rest in peace.
I mean,
Uh,
yo, they say everybody say Tiny Lister was cool, cuz they say he
shoot, he
was
had to
cool, and they
be.
say he was a man of the Lord. Sure.
Shoot, he had to be. The dude was a fucking mountain. Like
See,
he was built like a brick shit house. Do you understand? Like if you are a black man that you have any type of muscle definition, how
right.
calm you have to be around folks.
I imagine I got a homie who run a studio out here, and he's about 6'5", easily 262. You know what I'm saying? But he's just a cat. He just happened to be born big. You know what I'm talking about? It just runs in his blood. Ain't none of his ego, nothing like
Hey,
that. He don't play around. But we was, when the shit with the police, you know what I'm saying, come out here and shit, and we talk about it. And I mean, everybody's telling their spiel, whatever. And a lot of us, we get into our shit like, yo, let's get these motherfuckers, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? But he'll be like, yo, man, I've been big my whole life, man. I can't help it. It's something that I have to do to live. Because with me just being the big dude, they can easily fear for their life. He told me, he said, look, man, this fear for my life shit, they now telling y'all this. He said, those of us who are big, we understand that that's been an unspoken sentiment of them that they've been using to get us for a long fucking time. Shout out to B Tuscaleti.
Yeah, I told this story before, and I was like, the one time I went on a job interview for a supervisor position,
Right.
and the white man was like, is there a way you can, when you supervise these employees, that can you make yourself look smaller?
Whoa.
Like,
Whoa. Those actual
wait, no,
fucking
hold on.
what?
This is beyond the range, nigga.
God
What the
damn.
hell?
no,
I
basically,
am caught in the bewilderment.
no, basically, what he was saying was, I'm a big, intimidating black guy, and any kind of temper that I may show might, might come off as wrong to these other people.
Hey, just because these motherfuckers
You're a
don't
big
understand our
intimidating black
culture.
guy.
No, 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 no.
Nigga, I will fold you up. What? You ain't intimidating. I mean, what? I can put you in a turkey basket with no problem, nigga. What?
Uh,
But you got to take into consideration the fact. Okay, I liken this to the same way of their taste, right? It's all an energy thing. We look at it like we look at it from the perspective of how they present it to us, as if it got something to do with anger or something. And it's like, all right, well, no, that's that.
Intimidating as in like, yeah, like Kevin might, yeah, he'll beat your ass, all right, but nigga, he
Nah,
got
they
that
never. They're
dark
never.
look, like I will fuck you up
They're never that type of
on some
intimidated. The
ninja
type
shit.
of intimidated that
Like
they are is more along the
I
line
will
of to
catch you
make
with
them
a ski
feel that they're
mask look, nigga.
small. That's the type of intimidation that they fear. They fear being small in metal, not small in outer stature, small in inner stature. And a lot of black people guard these motherfuckers from that shit. That whole don't outshine the master bullshit.
yeah.
And it's like, all right, so how do you think, what I'm saying, you dimming your light, how is that supposed to help your situation? That's the whole issue that people have with Booker T. Washington. And what's the other one name? W.B. Du Bois. It's like, all right, wait a minute. I understand that you do what you do to get by and to make it, but that's like the whole thing. You got to work 3 times as hard to get half of what they got. Nigga, ain't that slavery? If you got to work
Yeah.
3 times as hard for anything, and that ain't the standard for everybody else, how the fuck ain't that not slavery? And how does that become a regulated norm that you just, all right, well, fuck it, this is just the way it is? Wait a minute, what about your humanity? What about your worth? What about your
Mhm.
measurement of the fucking reality?
Mm. Yeah.
See, and that's what I'm talking
It-
about. And that's the same thing when it comes to, this feminism and us, you know what I mean, and the manosphere. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. It's either feminism or manosphere. That's the only way I look at it. And it's the same shit. You know what I mean? And these cats, they're trying to fight us, you know,
They're not.
to
They're
get
not
us
trying
to,
to fight us. These niggas
go
is
back
getting money.
into
Quit trying.
this
Quit saying that these niggas is fighting. They not fighting, dog. All they doing is getting money. That's all
mm,
they doing. All it is a big ass fucking grift. Because the motherfuckers pop up when it's convenient. They don't be on people's panels, you know what I'm saying, like that, like that. These motherfuckers will pop in here and there. So it
mm.
is what
Hey,
it
bro.
is.
Hey, my nigga. I had to check two motherfuckers at a bar over a bitch because, nigga, I laid testament in the name of God and what the hell I will and will not put up with. Damn it. And that is, damn it, a disrespectful ass, smart ass woman coming at me talking on some Captain Marvel shit. That shit shall be checked, nigga. This is the Hama Force.
No, no.
Yes, sir.
What is the use of checking it? You ain't finna correct that bitch. You ain't finna correct
I'm
her.
gonna, I'm gonna correct
She
that
ain't
bitch,
finna
yes
get.
sir, bitch,
She ain't
and
finna
tell
get
that
no
bitch to be
lesson.
gone.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
not gonna
nah.
stand in that bitch face and try to argue with that bitch, but no,
Nah,
I'm gonna
you
be like, bitch,
don't. You.
bitch, be gone, get up, get the fuck out of my face, bitch.
I'm gonna tell
And
you
then
how
damn
you
it,
win. I'm gonna tell you
and
how
then
to
two
win the
dudes,
whole situation.
and then two dudes, brother Rogers. Is that two? And the fact is that two dudes came up and with their cape on and shit.
Of
Yeah, I'm
course.
showing, hey man, you don't talk to me like this. So they thought they were because I was by myself. I'm like, oh no, nigga, I'm an army in one. Nigga, I stood up and I was like, hold on, let's go.
But see, that's what
And
you
then damn
don't
it,
want. That's what you
and
don't
then my
want. You don't want no bitch
and
being the
then my
fucking
brother
catalyst or kicking
and,
off
and
no
then
situation like that, bruh. You don't want
and then my
you
brother
don't want no
and then
bitch
my
to be in the
brother came
catalyst or
in.
be in a situation like that. Now, wait a minute, hear me out, man. Let me give you some game.
Okay, go ahead,
Let
go
me give
ahead,
you
go
some
ahead, go
game. That sound a little bit more like red pill rage, dog. Wait, hold up, man. These bitches should be able to present themselves in the work like Patrice O'Neal say. Look, bruh, you can't ever get mad. You have to expect it. If you don't expect it, you're the one that's not in the right because you should already understand the nature that she's going to bring to you, the program, and all that shit. So there's no need to buck up, you know what I'm saying, at a bitch or her motherfucking minions and nothing like that. What you do is get that bitch to spend what she thinks is what she's standing on. You know what I'm saying? Her stance, her square or whatever. So yeah, the Captain Marvel shit or whatever. All right, bitch, I'm gonna keep you talking. And I'm gonna keep you talking to the point where you feel stupid to you. And I'm not gonna have to raise my voice. These motherfuckers ain't gonna they might wanna, you know what I'm saying, protect you or whatever. But if they can't keep up with the context of the situation, they're just gonna have to fall back like the fucking orbiters that they are. But other
I
than
mean, well,
that,
it's not just necessarily like having to raise your voice, but
nigga, you
in
bucked
particular,
up.
like
You was ready to wreck
just
shop, dog.
simply
What's
like
up?
listen, my
You was
nigga,
ready to go
I'm simply
hama up
talking
in that
about like,
motherfucker.
we
Demon
both
back and
fucked up right
everything.
now.
What?
We both fucked up right now. But listen, but nigga, no, I mean, just even I even noticed it too. Like when you get just a smidge or smallness of stern
Yeah.
with with these American strag goblins, nigga, did their enforcers come, what I mean, with their cape out and shit,
Yeah, it's gonna
and
happen.
then what I mean, and then thinking you supposed to be scared and shit, and you stood up, what I mean. But then again, like I said, my brother came in, and then the shit just dispersed. So I was like, yeah, because I was battle ready. I mean, yes, as my emblem shows, damn it, yes, sirs, that I always rock with the Hama Force. Damn it, yes, I was at the fucking ready to aim for neck, every vital shit. When it comes to motherfuckers trying to jump you, oh no, ain't no playing nice. I mean, you aim for all vitals. That's what
Well,
we
that's the
teach. Hama
thing, though.
Force.
If that shit start over a bitch, then that's the issue, dog. You want that shit to start over them cats having
I
some
say that
actual
no, no. I say that to
beef
say
with
yes,
you.
and then you say to expect it, right? Okay, it's to be expected. It is here, and it seems to are here at that level. So therefore, I say the man like on my channel is to be prepared for that shit and don't
But
kowtow and
would the
all that
simps
shit.
have gotten that
But
courage
use
if
proper
you
discernment.
didn't try to put the
But
bitch
use proper.
verbally in her place?
What you say now?
Would the simps have gotten that amount of courage if you didn't try to put the bitch verbally in her place on the you know what I'm saying, deflecting the shots from Miss
No,
Marvel
because
type
no,
shit.
because they just here. No, because they just here because nigga, if you don't, then damn it, they will keep on getting away with shit. Because what motherfuckers do, bullies do, they'll continue to do whatever commit whatever evil is towards a person, towards the person they believe are weaker, until damn it, until the shit's put to a stop somehow by some kind of force.
That's
You
the
know what I
thing.
mean?
So
And
so
that
the
force
so the
and
stopping
that force
force
is bravery.
is the
And that force
presence.
is bravery.
The stopping force
And that force
is the physical presence.
No, 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 my niggas. Hey, man out there, be brave. Do not be scared of these bras. Damn it. And nor the damn fucking simp dogs. Damn it. They have, damn it, at their disposal. Be at the ready for combat as a man. That's what you're supposed to be as a man. Damn it. That's
So
written
okay, so
all
what
throughout
what
fucking
what what was, what
history.
was the chick
A
saying?
man.
What was the chick saying as far as on the Miss Marvel
You
thing? What
think
she say?
you think of a man with a sword, damn it, that has a sword at the bar, damn it, back then in those times and shit, when it was just sword, shield, arrows and shit. You think those motherfuckers, damn it, those key players back then, those warriors back then, nigga, you think with them at the bar, motherfucker come through and you know and there's a man in there and shit, and then a woman come
Ray,
through and she's
what did the
talking
chick
shit,
say? What
and then
was
you
the
check her, and then they try to check you with their swords and shit. You
Ray?
think you just gonna just be
Ray,
bitch made
Ray,
with a sword and
you're
no,
keeping
nigga,
this
you're gonna
very
fight
objective.
their ass.
I need you to take us in the story. What did the chick
I'm
say
I'm saying we gotta
exactly?
fight. I'm saying we gotta fight this shit, nigga.
No. I'm saying, what did the chick say to you? You said that you was in
Oh,
some
oh,
type of
oh.
situation. What did the chick say to you in the situation?
Let's just say in a nutshell, something demeaning and emasculating.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like, and let's say, and these bitches, they know how to do it real quick too. You gotta watch them. You know what I mean? They're in a short spurt. You know what I mean? They can say something that's to the highest degree of emasculating.
Okay.
And you gotta check that shit right then and there. Otherwise, damn it, motherfuckers gonna look at you with so bitch made, and then what that's gonna do to the eyes of others is gonna create a chain reaction. And then guess what? Then now you got another bitch thinking that she can come, then with her Captain Marvel shit, thinking that hell that she can come and talk to you
Girl
any kind of
boss.
way. So therefore, no.
He's talking about a girl boss.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
yes, man. Yeah, I mean these
Okay.
are Queen Latifah equalizer bitches.
Yo, that was a blasphemy that they made that bitch an equalizer. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking with that. That
You
shit
say
was
that was a
nuts.
blasphemy.
Diversity and inclusion. That's what they were
This
talking
bitch
about.
is in here doing Steven Seagal shit on motherfuckers. Queen Latifah, nigga. Okay.
Oh, that was interesting. What you say, bro? You said what? Adversity,
I said diversity and
Diversity.
inclusion. You know,
diversity, and inclusion.
that's that
So
whenever
she been
I
taking Krav Maga?
yeah. But
The fuck
whenever
out
I
of here.
think of those two words, diversity and inclusion in today's society, that does not include heterosexual black men.
Oh no.
No, it
They try
doesn't.
they avoid us like the fucking plague, cuz.
Mm. Yeah, Charles D. Curry, what's going on? Good to see you again, my brother. He said, I agree we should be battle ready, but not over some chick. My father has two daughters, my sisters, but when they got grown, daddy didn't do that protected stuff and
Fuck
exhaust all his
no.
energy.
Fuck no. By that
Yes,
time they're
yeah,
making
yes.
that
I mean,
decision.
I hear that. I mean, so salute to you, Charles D. Kerr, dear brother. But I hear that. Okay, but the thing is, when that's kind of used. I will say, what's the words I'm looking for? It's kind of broad when that's used, like a fighting over some chick, and it's damn near inevitable when you look at it because like, what are you gonna do? Like, you may not be trying to be with a chick or whatever, or trying to holler at a chick, and you can come across such feminist attacks. You know, what I mean, you're not absolved of that shit just because you're not trying to be with a chick. You know, what I mean, and you're fighting over this chick that you're trying to be with. You know, on an intimate level. You know, that's different. You know, what I mean, is yeah. So, and when we gotta look at this feminist umbrella is big as shit, and you know you got lieutenants and generals in this shit, and
Mm.
you know what I mean that you're facing. You know, demons are not at the same level. Some demons are higher ranked than others. So yes, you got to be ready.
Hmm.
Shit.
I stay ready.
If you stay ready,
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I mean, man of
you
righteousness. Yes,
ain't
sir. I
got to
will
get
hope so. Hot damn it.
ready.
I mean, if you love peace, sanctuary. I mean, what breeds peace and shit? I mean, relaxation. I mean, man, my God, man, you better fight forward. You better be ready to fight a million. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Hence my motto: one verse a million.
You know what,
Damn
brother
it.
Ray? You do bring up a good point in the fact that there is um an unacknowledged segment of of the black man population, which is like the warrior, right? You know what I'm saying? We can have natural merchants, bankers, and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, who's here in the picture. What about the presence of the warrior? You know what I'm saying? But everybody like to attribute that to possibly the military, and it's like, not. I want more honor than that. If I'm gonna be doing some warrior shit, you feel me?
Man, let me ask
Yeah.
y'all let me ask y'all something real quick. Y'all heard about this Freaknik documentary coming out on Hulu?
Yeah. Oh man, motherfuckers is talking about that too. Oh man.
Ooh, with tons of unseen footage. Some of y'all,
Ooh,
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
she get it from
Gen
her
Zers. Some
mama.
of y'all gonna see y'all mamas and y'all aunts on that shit.
She get it from her mama.
Hey, brother Kev, Rogan's, you probably already know him, and he fucks with BGS. Artist and MC, check him out because I was on his panel earlier, and yeah, they brought that up about the Freak Nick documentary. I was like, oh damn, really? Okay, so I mean, I'm an '80s kid, so but the thing is, I heard about it here and there, but it's yeah, I I ain't cared about it.
I wanted to go to Freaknik when I was younger.
Of
I
course.
ended up going to a Freaknik like event.
All
It
right.
wasn't as bad as what I heard Freaknik was. By the time I got the opportunity to go, they had already shut it down.
When they shut
Like,
down Freaknik, what, 95, wasn't it?
yeah,
95,
yeah, yeah,
94.
yeah. 90, 95, 96, they shut it down because they said a lot of shit was happening during Freaknik.
Right.
They used what they did was they saying that chicks was getting raped.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah,
use that. Fuck
yeah.
out of here. And you look at where poetry is now in this current day and age, and everything is hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Got hoe.
That's probably the. You know what are the chances? What do y'all think? What is the chances of those broads being the chicks that had like some regret later on? I mean, they was excited and shit,
Well, of course they're
wild
gonna
and
have regret. They thought
stuff
they
like
was
that,
having fun,
and,
but look
and
where the
then they
bitch
want
have
to
put
have some
herself
regret
in to think
later
that she
on.
having some motherfucking fun. They call that shit
Yeah.
fun. That ain't fun. All they trying to do is be white bitches. That's all they is. That's all they doing. Cause white bitches was the first bitches going
Girl
wild,
going wild.
man.
Girls going wild.
Girls going wild, man.
White women do it
Shit, licking
too.
on the camera, bitch. I see your little white pasty ass go down on your pilgrim pussy friend
So you saying
on
so you saying that they you
BET
so you saying
Uncut,
they're
nigga.
trying to
What it do?
learn they're trying to learn from their leaders like Stacey Dash and
All the
them
way
and
through,
shit. I mean,
all the way
yeah,
through.
the
Look,
ballad that valley girl kind of.
if you gonna be a white bitch, be a whole white bitch, nigga.
But yeah,
Oh, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
And liked it, all of it. Tastes like chocolate, whatever she said it was.
Oh boy,
Yeah, so
man,
that's
these
what's gonna
motherfuckers
happen,
was
man.
wild.
So now,
Man,
so
my
now, so
days
now
doing
you're gonna see the
security.
integrity try to pop up. You know what I'm saying? The fucking well, you know, you're going to see all that what is it, that validation? You know what I'm saying, of younger. So now the whole phase actually it probably is going to get its analysis now.
but yeah,
We found out in Stanford that there was an actuality of a whole phase.
man, they finna blow the roof off all that shit.
Nigga.
Yeah,
Man, have y'all been in the club and shit, man, and seen a broad go in there with a dude and shit, and she later on, like after some drinks, like 2 or 3 hours, and it's between 10 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and that means she ends up on one side of the damn club kissing on another dude and shit. You know what I mean? And her dude is on the other side doing something else, back turned and shit. I see that shit as a guard too. I'm like, oh damn, oh man, yeah, I haven't seen some wild shit. Yes, I know their nature.
That ain't
Oh
wild.
man.
That's basic. That ain't wild. That's just the nature that you're dealing with.
See, some my first job at McDonald's, there was a girl that went to Freaknik
Right.
that we worked with back in the day. Um, about she went to Freaknik, and about 3 months later, stomach started poking out.
Ooh.
3 4 months later, I was like, "Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. A
For
whole lot of
real?"
camp, a whole lot of white camp was going on in Freak nigga. Shit, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm like, oh bitch, oh bitch, you chose to be a wildling.
Well, no. Well, thing. Okay, now look. Now with the heighten of how the social environment is with all that, all right, it makes sense. It's just that look. How about like with the culture of hedonism, right? That was like what once a year thing, and people didn't take that shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Who was going to hedonism? Uh, I don't know if that shit's still going or whatever, but I remember hearing about it. You know what I'm saying around the same time, whatever. But that was basically Freaknik for older motherfuckers at that time, right? He, yeah, I remember
You
that
know,
motherfucker go to the Caribbean and get they fuck on. You know what I mean?
but my thing is like they saw something wrong with Freaknik, but you've already had nude beaches and all these little sex party
Right.
bullshit and people already getting together and doing it. But I guess as long as you was a certain skin color, it was alright. And then
Huh?
plus
What?
you plus you got to factor in that
Yeah.
most of us ninjas don't know how to act when we get together.
Well, of course not.
Damn,
But
so you
yeah.
said 95 and 96. Damn, so I was
Yeah,
at the age to where nigga, I was like, damn it, I had to stay out of grown folks' business. Damn.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you was a youngin.
yeah. Let's see, what
Nigga,
was
I
I?
was
I was like what
I was
18,
wo-
19 years old. Yeah, I was in
yeah,
college.
I was like 10, yeah,
Yeah,
11. Yeah.
yeah, I was in college. I went to the University of Universities, Alabama State. Yeah, yeah. We used to have some stories. You can go up to the school with a chicken box, and that was it.
Man,
Smash something.
hey,
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah,
I would say
Those are
from
how the time was.
97, I would say from 97 to yeah, to 97 to what, 99. Yeah, it was kind of rough for me, but like man, because Tupac died. Then my uncle, what I mean, my brother found him. He was hanging in the basement,
Oh God,
and
damn.
sorry to hear that.
yeah,
That's
yeah, that was
What you think
yeah,
he was
and
dealing
yeah,
with?
psh, motherfucker had a lot of kids, bro. You know
Uh,
what I mean? A lot of kids, man, and then now me being older now and with the full understanding and awareness, thank God and for the man and may God bless the manosphere, long live the manosphere, long live the habitual line steppers.
long
You know what I
long
live.
mean?
live.
Yes, sir. And it was until then, until I come across his brothers, what I mean, that it helped me to come to compartmentalize, like just to take it and just see it like for what the fuck it is. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So
like
so
it's like the
this
other the
so
other
this
perspectives
dear
are able to
uncle.
help you build one, right?
So I'm like, damn. So this dear uncle, fuck
Yeah.
you went through. Damn. And
Make it
I'm like,
holler.
because it didn't rest in peace. The Green Ranger. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Jason
Tommy.
David Frank. Yeah, he killed. They
Yes,
say they
sir.
say he killed himself over a woman.
I didn't know that. It was over a chick. Real talk.
Yeah, she's like they said while he was at one of these fan conventions, she served him divorce papers.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
he
That's
just
all.
broke him down.
Damn.
Can we say, Big Brother Kev? Can we say that this is the Eve spell?
The Eve spell.
That's it.
y'all keep wanting to put this shit on the
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker.
I guess
I,
I'm.
I, I'm
Fucking
I'm fucked up, but damn it, but can we say can we say I mean hell I got both of my my good health remedies in me, you know what I mean? So I'm moderate with both,
But
you know. I never let them control me, but I just say that, you know, to say, can we classify this as the Eve spell? Like,
really,
you know, the
no, it ain't
motherfuckers
the
are
Eve
so
spell because
bewitched.
Eve is a character, dog. Eve is a character. What you need to do is analyze the environment that creates the character within the woman, right? So it's not necessary. So this is the thing: there are certain social conditioning factors that are very highly influential within women that are well outside of their influence, and there are factors that are of their volition that are detriment that they are, you know what I'm saying, directly choosing. The issue is that no one has ever had the power that they should have had over the development of their sector. And people are trying to piece themselves together with the values of the system as you know, especially being black, the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker actually preys on black value. You know what I'm saying? It preys on black people like a brand, like an established brand. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to piece themselves together within this shit. Black men trying to piece themselves together within this shit. And the thing is, we do better than them because the system outright rejects us. But if this motherfucker was as accepting to black men as it was of Asian men, niggas wouldn't have shit to say within this motherfucker.
mm,
So the issue would then be them ruling for all of us or for anybody. And it seemed like nobody have an issue with them ruling.
no,
They just have an issue with how they split up the motherfucking pie.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, we got
Yeah, the brother
chaos.
Chaos Rain came in.
Yeah. I wanted to put him up here when he came up. Well, what's going on, Chaos Ray,
Hey,
man?
what's good, man? Well, you got this black image of the garden of fruit. Look at the snake. Telling Adam, say, yo, listen, eat that
Yeah.
pussy.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up for a while. I'm gonna shut up for a while because I want to hear. I want to hear brother. I want to hear brother Chaos Rain. I want to hear brother Chaos Rain. He gonna be hilarious with this shit. Let me
Oh
shut up,
shit!
nigga.
Yo, well, hold
Oh
up.
shit!
Look at Adam's face. With his hand out, he's like, all right, here. Like,
Well,
she like, you know, you want to eat this apple. He's like, all right. And the snake is like, yeah, Adam, eat the Adam.
Listen to the woman. Listen
got,
to
see, but you see that's where it start. That's where sin start.
Is that the ocean behind
Adam
them,
set
though?
forth. Listen, Adam set forth and eats of the tree of forbidden fruit. You
Yeah,
see how the apple's red, so he had to go down and
red
eat from
chocolate.
the forbidden fruit. That's what Snake Tubb said. Yeah, you know, you want to. He goes. You want to.
You know what? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, so the serpent is actually the Kundalini. Oh, this is
Yeah,
making sense now. All right, then. So the
yeah.
serpent is the Kundalini. The forbidden fruit is actually from the tree of knowledge. So that would be something of the pineal gland. All right, nigga, hotel senses is kicking in. Hold up now.
Not that kind of get. I mean, he's eating the actual fruit downtown.
This nigga here, cuz.
you.
Oh man, that just reminds me. Hey, what is you said Hotep? What did y'all think of just Pearly thing being interviewed by Hotep Jesus?
I didn't watch that shit.
Nah, I heard
There's a
everybody
nigga
mention
named
it.
Hotel Jesus.
Yeah. He's been out there.
Hotel Jesus?
Hotep. I heard of Hotep Jesus, ironically, through the amazing Lucas, the guy I mentioned earlier.
Oh
The,
fuck.
the newest black manosphere, well, the newest manosphere hater. I'm not going to necessarily say black manosphere. I think he hates the overall
What
manosphere.
the fuck
But
does a nigga named Hotel Jesus talk about?
shit, but
So
I
so
mean,
so so he just capitalized off of the
no,
fucking the
he's not a
Commission
kufi
pro
wearing.
black shit and the Christian. That nigga said, "Fuck it, I'm finna eat out there
Well,
and doing it."
he's not a kufi wearing guy. Every time I tune in, it's
Nigga,
like
your
he's always
name
talking
is
about
Koofy when you Hotel Jesus. You ain't got a word one.
yeah, but most of the time I see him talking about politics.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I see him talking about politics most of the time.
Get the fuck.
Yeah. He brings up and Rogan, and he brings up and he references a lot Thomas Sowell too.
Who? Oh fuck no. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So pilgrims love that motherfucker then.
but I will tell. Look, I'll tell you one thing though. Him and Brandon Tatum got into it real bad, or Brandon Tatum started cussing him out. And
Really? He
that
got
shit was
Tatum out the bag. I
that
think.
shit was funny as shit.
Yo, can you bring it up? That he might be worth some shit if he got Tatum out the bag.
Because Tatum was like, yeah, when I see you, motherfucker, I'm
Whole
like
ass motherfucker.
Brandon Tatum was so mad. Let me see if I can find it. I
Yeah,
ain't
I
gonna be
swear to God, if I see any of these really super YouTube coons, I might slit these niggas' throat on right on whatever, because it'll be too much. It's like, yo, dog. But you know what? That's only if you feel you got an attachment to them, and if blackness is attached like that, and we're not a monolith. Like we're supposed to be a monolith, but sadly we ain't. But I'm trying to figure out what type of non-monolith we are then, so I can see, you know what I'm saying, get in where the fuck I fit in. And I be holding motherfuckers to accountability that, you know what I'm saying, perhaps maybe those of lesser metal, you know what I'm saying, ETTLE, you know what I'm saying, don't have.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, like,
Let me play the audio real quick, man. Let me play the
okay.
audio. I want y'all to listen to this.
Hotel Jesus, ain't
Like
that a bitch? What a name.
This is Brandon Tatum versus Hotep Jesus.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hold on. Whoa.
That's not then why mention it? Because it is irrelevant. It is ironic. It is ironic. No, it's not. It's ironic that all of these cases that we see, people are involved in criminal activity. It's never, he said it's never a case where a person that just is doing nothing is just gunned down.
They're talking about Ahmaud Arbery.
That's why I fell out of the space over that shit. Bernard Raleigh and all them. Angry Man too. Shit.
Had a criminal past doesn't mean that you deserve to live your life. It's funny because that is relevant in the case that's at play.
You know, here's the thing.
I gotta go.
They're quick to run and grab that talking point of Biden and Hillary Clinton, and created the crime bill. They created the crime bill.
This nigga I ever seen in my life.
They created the crime bill.
Ooh.
They created the crime bill. They created
what you said.
They created the
I'm done, bro. You a fake nigga. I appreciate it. Fake, bro. I'm gonna expose you to everybody. When I see you, nigga, we gonna be, it's gonna be on. I want you to know that.
Oh, he brought about the bag. Okay, pause it, Kev. Pause it. Okay, yo, pause it real quick. Pause it. Wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. So now I gotta ask the question. Remember all that shit I said earlier with blackness not being a monolith? What does it mean to this motherfucker then? Because the thing is, what's the nigga name? Hotel Jesus. What Hotel Jesus was presenting was things that painted him into a black corner or a black cultural perspective of a corner. And so it seemed like dude was standing on some, yo, I'm gonna expose you to who? Brandon, who the fuck is Brandon Tatum? Lord, you know what I'm saying? Who y'all think his audience is? Largely motherfucking pilgrims, right?
Yeah. Pilgrim, cop, sympathizers,
Yeah, I mean,
all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was he standing on? Was he standing on some pilgrim shit, some cop shit, some patriot shit, some conservative shit, or some black shit?
From what I caught in the Just Pearly's interview, this nigga basically, was kind of like pleading with Pearl to teach her, the black experience, basically, so she can grasp the understanding of why blacks want reparations, and all the while, you can clearly see her nonchalantness that she was, exhibiting. So yeah,
Dude,
like
all
So
we
she
she
have
even
is
was
said
white
like
about
yeah,
let
it.
me
she
let me get
even
some
said that she
understanding.
didn't want to talk about it.
Of course not. She's a pilgrim. That's how pilgrims are. But see, this is why all this shit is ill as fuck because it's like you niggas don't, and this is why y'all really should, excuse me, get into your element of news without the WS and understand the cultural character that you're interacting with.
Mhm.
Hold up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was Angela Rye that I was thinking about earlier. The one that got on CNN and started crying about, why don't white people understand?
That's weird. I didn't know she did that. So understand what? It's not about them understanding. They're never going to understand because
uh,
this thing is the objectivity of this is the illusion. The fact that, what I'm saying, that's the American dream. The fact that, okay, this is something that everybody can make it, however, they make it on their own steam and all that old shit. And the whiteness is not as large of a social factor or a power dynamic factor as it shows itself to be. And not just within so called white supremacists or, what I'm saying, you're just your basic fucking pilgrim being able to flex your basic underdeveloped pilgrim
mm,
being able to flex some element of gain simply through their skin color. Now, if you can tell that this motherfucker is underdeveloped, undereducated, right? And they can tell that in and of themselves, which you can note, due to their unnecessary, inferiority that they display whenever, you're on your money or whatever. It's like, all right, then, well, that's when you get the understanding that, all right, you acknowledge that you're dealing with a system. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that you're against those people. It doesn't mean that you're of the historical cultural connector of what it means to be for a progressive black person, meaning that is pro black or whatever. A lot of these motherfuckers try to avoid that shit, and it's like, well, look, the system is how the system is.
mhm.
However they measure it, however they weigh it, operated with it like that. But understand that, yes, acknowledge that it's not as objective as it purports itself to be. And that's not a bad thing. That means you're dealing with something tribal. That means you understand to get in where you fit in. And that also means that you understand where you don't motherfucking fit in. And what I mean? I don't know, man. But again, these niggas we're not a monolith. Are we a monolith? What the fuck does black mean? You know what I'm saying? Does black mean something that's connected? Does black mean something that we all share of an experience or something like that? Is it
I've
more than
never, I have never ever seen us on the same page, no matter how people try to cape and do pander in the virtue signal.
right?
I've never seen us on the same page.
Okay. All right.
Period.
All right.
And it's like is it and if it does happen, like same pageness,
Yeah,
when it does happen, it's in small groups or it's under the same
cabals
banner
and shit.
of
Yeah.
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 It's not something that I have yet to see like the majority of black people say just because we black is cool is always on some superficial shit.
Yeah, it's got to be an asterisk add to the shit. So the thing
Yeah.
is, what the fuck is Brandon Tatum standing on then? Because everything that Cyra, oh my bad, not nigga, not Cyra. What's the nigga name? Hotel Jesus.
Hotep Jesus.
Everything that Hotel Jesus was presented was something that was objective. It was something that was objectively anti-black, and it's like, all right, well, notice that what's that nigga name? The other cat Tatum started
Tatum.
saying that I'm going to expose you. To who? To who? If this nigga name is Hotep Jesus, more than likely the largest fucking demographic that
Man,
this
why you say
content
that
is
shit,
catered to.
man?
Every Hotep Jesus, affordably speaking, nigga. The fuck? I'm pretty sure he ain't talking to pilgrims. I'm pretty sure, right? So how are these motherfuckers even on the same fucking platform having back and forth when they have different demographics that they're shopping their content to? We already understand, Brandon Tatum is probably, largely Pleasantville, and Hotel Jesus is largely Negro Town. So when Brandon Tatum talking about I'm gonna expose you to who? Negro Town? Nigga, that ain't your fucking demographic.
So I'm gonna expose you.
I'm gonna
I mean,
expose you.
I mean,
That all
I
that to say
totally get
this,
what you're
that
saying,
was the
man.
blackness of Brandon Tatum speaking up. Hotel Jesus touched into the fucking blackness of Brandon Tatum. I think nobody can get through that motherfucker.
That man,
Interesting.
that man said, "I'm gonna expose you."
To who? The fucking Peckerwoods who come watch your shit?
Hey,
You bitch ass
hey, that
nigga.
motherfuckers. Hey, that motherfucker's numbers. Hey, that motherfucker's numbers did go up though when he had a girl. In that interview.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Talking to the white bitch.
She's look. The thing is, she's building herself to be KS money, and KS money internetically linked is some forever shit. So if anybody wishes to blow up, just start putting KS in your shit, and it's going to happen. His algorithm is still getting money like it's motherfucking day one. The thing
Mhm.
is it's almost like dirt to me. It almost feel like dirty macking. And that's the only reason I don't do it. Even though, yeah, you know what I'm saying? In the words of the Rogers Report, Kevin Samuels was a lightning
Now,
rod of the space. Meaning that a
now if
lightning
I
rod.
show it,
Go ahead.
now if I show it, you know what I mean. And if I do get any proceeds from it, then half of that shit is going to his people. You know what I mean? If I do, but it ain't gonna be for that intent.
Well,
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
for the.
Look,
It's gonna be for the enjoyment. It's gonna be for the enjoyment of, you know what I mean, because
hold
this
up.
will be the actual first time that
I
I.
ain't saying you finna get hit with gold or nothing, motherfucker. But I'm saying you'll come up to the point to where the YouTube algorithm will start feeding you. And
No, no, I'm
I've
talking
seen.
about for me. I'm talking about for me.
Let me finish. When you look into the shorts, and you scroll in the shorts, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, some of his shit will come up, and you look into who the channel owner is, it's some Asian motherfucker or some foreign motherfucker that just start using the clips, and they're good with, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
editing and
hell
shit
no.
like that. And these motherfuckers got channels that is blowing the fuck up, and they are making
They need.
money.
Oh, they need to get slapped up.
And that ain't finna happen, dog. Because the thing is, it's in the ether now. He's basically in the internet ether now. So you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's like D. Scott said, man. Black people, how I guess those in these current times see their ancient spiritual systems. That is actually what we were to the United States. So we are the actual living people that created that created the spiritual system that somehow survived the entirety of the time, you know what I'm saying, to be able to interact with it and to be amongst those interacting with that same, you know what I'm saying, spiritual system, if you will. We these motherfuckers Eurobus. You feel me? So this is why the shit will never will die, because it's like we are those batteries in the matrix, forever living, forever evolving, you know what I'm saying, forever feeding and all that shit. We feed through culture, we feed through motherfucking presence, we feed through participation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
every
yeah. I hear you on all that though, bro. But I'm just talking about what Kevin
so you can't.
Samuels
So
said.
all that says
I was
you
thinking
can't
about.
stop it.
I, I,
Kevin
I
Samuels
was
is
thinking
not who
about.
we thought him to be no more, dog. He
No,
has been
I was thinking
actually
about doing
converted
a.
or alchemically converted into being this permanent internet essence or something like that.
No, I'm thinking about doing a
That
video
nigga's a
because to say
lawnmower
like,
man,
hey,
cuz.
this is my first video. This is my first video that I've seen of Kevin since he passed. So I'm
that
thinking
nigga
about making a stream, doing a
that nigga's a
stream.
lawnmower man.
Yeah, but I kind of, yeah, but
So
no,
when you smoke a drink, you don't really get really too expensive. You actually smoke and drink to chill. I understand. Okay, so a lot of y'all smoke and drink to chill. Nigga, I smoke and drink to get
no,
into my Sherlock Holmes shit, nigga.
nah. I just didn't understand it. I mean, nigga, I'm good, nigga, but then, hey, nigga, I get pirate mode with this shit, yeah, nigga. But yeah, on Black Jack Sparrow shit. But yeah,
Shit
but
already.
no. But no, though, like it's just with the whole Kevin Samuels thing, you kind of like threw me off with it, whatever, because, like, I'm not holding him as like no deity and that shit, no, but just as a brother, you know what I mean, as an uncle, you know what I mean, that I hold dear, and in that same time span, I'll actually end up losing a damn uncle too, man. So it's like, and they just talk to, listen to brothers like Dr. T.S. Johnson, and this revelation of, how much they don't care for us, and how they treat us and shit like that, man, and dancing on black men's graves and shit, and the leashing of children, and
What are they
it just,
partaking of that would have them
it
to
just,
hold to a certain humanity like that, though? So, what type of humanity would you prefer to see of folks then?
Hmm. Me, like, let me put y'all like this. Once someone establishes themselves as an enemy, male or female, I'm pretty much done with you.
Yep.
It's downhill from there.
right.
I'm not gonna come to you and expect to be treated a certain way. All I can do is control how I treat people. Like,
Nor
I
am,
know, I
yeah.
know, I know how to show people basic human respect. And that is until you cross me. So, I'm not gonna assume that you're a POS. You're gonna have to prove it to me first. A lot of people's problem
Yeah.
is they like to assume that you're a POS. And and let me just give you an example. Once you have this stigma of being a part of the black manosphere, a lot of black people try to make you into the enemy.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, because I had somebody share the black manosphere list and I had no idea who this chick was. You know, she 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 made a declaration of war. And I'm like, you in what fucking army? Like, the fuck is going on? I don't even know you for real. And it's like,
Me and the sisters and the sis from the sisterhood.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're throwing shots, and it's all because of the bad stigma. It's like this bitch don't know me from a can of fucking paint, and you're declaring war on me. Like, which is for me, I'm the wrong nigga to declare war on if you really want to, if you really want to go there.
You motherfuckers looking for me?
I mean, I'm
I
not hard to
mean,
find.
yeah.
I'm not hard to find,
Yes,
man.
Here I
yeah. So
go.
what I've been, so my whole nutshell point that I've been saying, nigga, with it is that, why, like, you gotta be on defense with this shit is because these crafty ass bitches, nigga, no, they will get you if you ain't careful. You know what I mean? Because that wrath can come in subtleness too. You know what I mean? They know how to stretch that shit out and get you hemmed up on some shit. You know what I mean? So, and you gotta be at the ready to battle, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Man, where the motherfucking laws at right around y'all? Who the fuck got all them laws around here right now?
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
man, it's one of these retarded country bastards.
hmm, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to bring this one to a close. Okay. It's been what, 2.5 hours, and
Oh yeah, too.
yeah, and I do appreciate the insight that you guys provided. Chaos Rain provided us with a laugh. you know, it's Chaos
Appreciate
Rain
that.
is full of surprises. Like, really, that's a channel that you should go ahead and support. Seriously, also support Rogish and support Ray Hanma, the Hanma Force. So, any last thoughts before I bring this one to an end?
Long live the bitch from line
Oh no,
steppers.
just
Holla at y'all
I'm
later.
not. Yeah, I hollered at you, bro. Thank you, man, for having me on. And I don't have a roguish live stream, so yeah, I mean
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Rogish, if he's still, listening, he could go ahead and put his link in the chat. Like I said, if you're a content creator, especially if you have a mod wrench, don't ever hesitate to put your channel in the chat. Don't ever hesitate to do that.
I
Once
do, I do, I do want someone better. I put the last stream I just did just now. If they want to
okay,
subscribe, I
yeah,
would appreciate it because I think I'm
because
like 20 away from 1,000.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. Let's help Chaos Rain get to 1,000. And this is like, man, I blame my own consistency for this. But this is why I believe that I need more reach so I can help out guys like Chaos Rain and Ray Hama and Rogish.
Mm-hmm.
who channels deserve to grow because it's, and I believe like a lot of the disappointment that is in the space is because of the fact that a lot of guys that, are already in that spot, just won't, they support self media. Like they support themselves. They don't support black male media like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it to an extent. It's not something that people are entitled to. No one's entitled to anything. Get it your damn self. I get all that,
Mm-hmm.
but don't work against me. Don't deliberately work against me when I'm clearly not working against you. I've gone to plenty of people for advice when I first got started and got shunned. You
Damn.
know, like shunned. And we're supposed to be black men. Everybody's like, oh, black men need to do this and black men need to get it together and all this other shit. And and yeah, Great Dane, we're still up, but I'm about to shut it down. But
You didn't come in no O'Shea level or none of
no,
that. Like,
no,
I mean,
everybody has a starting point. Everybody has a starting point, and that's one thing that I believe that people need to understand that there's a lot of content creators with good intent, and the power of black male media needs to be, needs to grow because the reason why a lot of us here is because we didn't have this power before. We didn't have a chance to tell our side of the story, and now we're stuck with it. And whether you like it or not, if you're a black man and you're on this on these platforms like this, you are stuck with it whether you like it or not. I mean, that's just what it is. And and really we're stuck with this ominous task of trying to establish ourselves, all because Adam decided to listen to the first bitch ever. I know it sounds far fetched, but hey, I know
man,
I know it sounds far fetched, but just really, really think about this. But all in all, this was a bit of a satire, but there's a lot of truth to it. There's a lot to think about on this. So, yeah, guys. Once again, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support.
yeah,
Uh,
and thank you again, bro. And I hope that our points, was around the target, of the main topic, and yeah, just of the dealings of the nature between men and women and the simps, you know what I mean, and the natural male, So, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
not too much of a fan of simps or simping. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. But I do realize even if they are simps, they're still our brothers. You know, it's just
all
that
right.
some of us woke up a lot faster than others, and just we observe the world around us, and it's just like, God damn, it's like where do we fit in as far as this? And that's where it is. We don't really need to fit in. We just need to establish some ground. All that fitting in, everybody else is gonna do. you know. But
Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, just brothers, don't give up any more ground. Like Adam did all the giving up ground that he possibly could have, and it's just and use it as a cautionary tale. Lead, not follow. Okay, anything else, fellas? Before I shut it
Nope.
down.
Nope.
No, you know, dear brother, your words is valuable. There's a lot of them, and very appreciated from me.
All righty. All right. So
Thank you.
once again, I'm gonna end it on this note. Long live the habitual line steppers. And Kev, we trust.
Long live the habitual line steppers.
And when you don't give up, you win. Peace out.
Peace.